Having explored the birth of the submachine gun in the trenches of World War I and the Roaring Twenties, we now turn to the crucible of World War II, a conflict that pushed weapon design to its limits. This global conflagration, lasting from 1939 to 1945, saw infantry weapons evolve dramatically, defining tactical doctrines and shaping the very outcome of battles. From rapid-firing rifles to innovative automatic weapons, the tools wielded by the common soldier became central to the deadliest war in human history. At the dawn of the 20th century, bolt-action rifles, epitomized by the Mauser Kar98k, were still the standard for infantry forces worldwide. While accurate and robust, their slow rate of fire was a significant limitation in the face of increasingly dynamic combat scenarios. The rapid mechanization and mobile warfare strategies of the 1930s demanded faster, more effective firepower for the average soldier, setting the stage for a new generation of small arms. As tensions escalated across Europe and Asia, military strategists recognized the need for infantry to maintain a high volume of fire, both offensively and defensively. The static trench warfare of World War I had given way to blitzkrieg tactics, where speed and overwhelming force were paramount. This shift necessitated weapons that could be rapidly deployed and provide sustained firepower, moving beyond the traditional single-shot philosophy. One of the most iconic responses to this demand came from the United States, the M1 Garand rifle. Designed by John C. Garand in 1932, this gas-operated, semi-automatic rifle was adopted by the U.S. Army in 1936, becoming the standard-issue infantry weapon. It fired the potent .30-06 Springfield cartridge, loaded from an 8-round end-block clip, giving American GIs a distinct advantage in firepower. The Garand's ability to fire 8 rounds without manual cycling represented a revolutionary leap over its bolt-action counterparts. Its distinctive ping sound as the empty clip ejected became synonymous with American forces in battles from North Africa to the Pacific. General George S. Patton famously lauded it as the greatest battle implement ever devised, a testament to its reliability and effectiveness under combat conditions. However, across the Atlantic, Germany entered the war with a formidable, though older, standard, the Karabiner 98 Kurs, or Kar98k. This bolt-action rifle, a direct descendant of the Mauser Model 1898, was renowned for its precision, robust construction, and reliability. It fired the powerful 7.92 by 57 mm Mauser round from a 5-round internal magazine, loaded via stripper clips. Despite its bolt-action mechanism, the Kar98k remained a highly effective weapon throughout the war, especially in the hands of trained marksmen. Its long range and accuracy made it valuable for engagements beyond the typical urban or close-quarters combat. Millions were produced, serving on every front, from the scorching deserts of North Africa to the frozen plains of the Eastern Front. While the Kar98k provided accuracy, Germany also recognized the need for rapid-fire weapons for close-quarters engagements, particularly for specialized units. This led to the widespread adoption of the MP40 submachine gun. Building on the earlier Ep18 design, the MP40 was developed by Heinrich Vollmer and produced by Irma Werke, becoming synonymous with German paratroopers and urban combat troops. The MP40, chambered in 9 by 19 mm parabellum, featured a 32-round detachable box magazine and a relatively low cyclic rate of fire, making it controllable. Its simplistic design, featuring a folding stock and extensive use of stamped metal parts, allowed for mass production, a crucial factor as the war progressed. It was particularly effective in the close confines of trenches, buildings, and vehicle interiors. Across the Allied lines, the American answer to close-quarters combat was often the Thompson submachine gun. Though heavy and expensive to manufacture, the Thompson, particularly the simplified M1A1 variant, became an iconic weapon. Chambered in .45 ACP, it delivered significant stopping power and a high rate of fire from its 20 or 30 round stick magazines, or the less common 50-round drum magazine. Originally conceived in 1918, the Thompson had gained notoriety during the Prohibition era with gangsters and law enforcement. By World War II, it served extensively with U.S. forces, British commandos, and other Allied units. Its distinctive silhouette and powerful automatic fire made it a feared weapon in jungle warfare in the Pacific and urban skirmishes in Europe. While traditional rifles and submachine guns dominated the early and middle years of the war, German engineers were already envisioning a new class of weapon. They observed that most combat engagements occurred within 300 meters, a range where both rifles were often overkill and submachine guns lacked sufficient power or range. This realization sparked the development of an intermediate cartridge. The result was the 7.92 by 33 mm Kurz short cartridge, which formed the basis for a revolutionary weapon concept. This new cartridge offered a balance between the power and range of a rifle round and the compact size suitable for automatic fire. The project, initially disguised as a submachine gun development due to Hitler's initial disapproval of new rifle concepts, was designated the Maschinen Pistol 43, MP43. Under the guidance of Hugo Schmeisser and produced by Henkel, the MP43 began limited production in 1943. Early combat trials on the Eastern Front, particularly with the 5th SS Panzer Division Viking, yielded overwhelmingly positive feedback. Soldiers praised its controllability, sustained firepower, and effectiveness against Soviet infantry. Impressed by field reports, Hitler rescinded his earlier order and authorized full-scale production, renaming the weapon the MP44. By late 1944, as the war turned against Germany, it was once again rebranded, this time with a more propagandistic and evocative name, the Sturmgewehr 44, or StG 44, meaning Assault Rifle 44. This marked the official birth of a new category of firearm. The StG 44 was a select fire weapon, capable of both semi-automatic and fully automatic fire, fed from a 30-round detachable box magazine. Its intermediate cartridge allowed for effective engagement at ranges up to 300 to 400 meters, far exceeding the practical range of submachine guns, while offering superior firepower to bolt-action rifles in close quarters. This versatility made it a truly groundbreaking weapon. Though arriving late in the war, the StG-44 saw significant action on both the eastern and western fronts, particularly in the hands of elite units. It proved particularly devastating in urban combat and defensive operations, providing German infantry with a volume of fire previously unseen in a standard-issue rifle. Its influence would resonate for decades. Beyond these primary examples, many other infantry weapons played crucial roles. The Soviet Union relied heavily on the Mosin-Nagant bolt-action rifle and the PPSH-41 submachine gun, a formidable weapon known for its high rate of fire in 71-round drum magazine. The British standard was the Lee-Enfield bolt-action rifle, celebrated for its smooth action and 10-round magazine. Each nation developed or adopted weapons suited to their industrial capacity, tactical doctrines, and existing arsenals. The sheer scale of World War II accelerated firearms innovation beyond anything seen before. Millions of these weapons were manufactured, distributed, and consumed in the relentless fighting across continents. The M1 Garand, with over 5.4 million produced, transformed the American infantryman into a formidable force, providing semi-automatic firepower that often outmatched his opponents. Its robust design and ease of maintenance were crucial for sustained combat operations across diverse environments, from the European hedgerows to the Pacific Islands. The Kar98k, though technologically older, remained a reliable and accurate weapon, with over 14 million manufactured by the war's end. It served as the backbone of the German Wehrmacht, its long-range capabilities providing a critical component in many engagements. Its simplicity and ruggedness made it suitable for the harsh conditions of the Eastern Front. The MP40, produced in excess of 1.1 million units, became the quintessential German submachine gun, proving deadly in close-quarters urban fighting. Its characteristic folding stock and straightforward operation made it ideal for vehicle crews, paratroopers, and special forces, embodying the era's trend towards compact automatic firepower. The Thompson, despite its cost and weight, saw over 1.7 million units produced during the war, becoming a symbol of Allied close-range might. Its powerful .45 ACP round and high rate of fire made it highly effective in jungle skirmishes and room-to-room clearing, earning it respect from both Allied and Axis soldiers. The StG-44, while only seeing around 425,000 units produced before the war's end, left an indelible mark on firearms design. Its introduction of the intermediate cartridge and select fire capability created a new paradigm, the assault rifle. This weapon concept effectively bridged the gap between rifles and submachine guns, providing a versatile solution for the modern battlefield. The StG-44's design, particularly its gas-operated system and lone-stroke piston, would heavily influence post-war weapon development. Many of its innovations would be studied and adapted by victorious powers, contributing directly to the subsequent generation of military firearms. It represented a fundamental rethinking of the infantry soldier's primary weapon. Beyond their immediate battlefield impact, these weapons became cultural icons, symbols of the nations and conflicts they represented. The ping of the Garand, the distinctive silhouette of the MP40, and the raw power of the Thompson are etched into the collective memory of the 20th century. They are not merely tools of war, but artifacts of human ingenuity and struggle. The rapid technological advancements spurred by World War II fundamentally reshaped military doctrine and infantry tactics for decades to come. The emphasis shifted from long-range, accurate single shots to a greater volume of controlled automatic fire, suitable for engagements at varying distances. The conflict demonstrated that the future lay in versatile, multi-role infantry weapons. The legacy of these weapons extended far beyond 1945. Many M1 Garands and Kar98ks continued to serve in various conflicts worldwide for years after the war. The concepts pioneered by the StG-44, particularly the intermediate cartridge and select fire capability, became the blueprint for virtually all subsequent military rifles. The sheer scale of manufacturing and deployment during World War II showcased the industrial might required to arm modern armies. The lessons learned in mass production, material innovation, and logistical challenges laid the groundwork for future arms races and technological leaps in a world forever changed by global conflict. The assault rifle, born from the urgent demands of World War II, fundamentally altered the trajectory of infantry combat. Its unparalleled blend of firepower, range, and portability would soon be perfected in a design that would become the most ubiquitous and enduring firearm of the 20th century, a weapon that would arm revolutions in armies across the globe.